Exactly. Give me 1 second. What's that?
Entering safe area.
Oh yeah. Pull him into a hardcore run. He's got a level 12 hardcore. Oh yeah. I've got 9. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna start the stream here. So am I going to do yours, or you can do mine? Yeah. Oh, before we start the stream, would sometimes I free associate when I joke. So if I said, like when I said, "Hey, put your wife on," that was not a that was not supposed to be inappropriate.
You have been promoted to group leader. An agent from your clan has joined your team.
Yeah, that's harsh, man. Oh, jeez. Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Group augmentation activated.
Okay, I forget. Are you coming to me or am I coming to you? Are you? Hello. You weren't you weren't there a second ago. If he doesn't have one going, then he's going to have to go through the opening stuff before he can join us. Before he even gets to the White House. That's a good question. I have something marked, but it's like way on the other side of the map. Probably. There's nice. How many people were chatting? Nice. So let's see. We got along the way, like if we were to run to where is this? Viewpoint Museum, which is way down in the southeast corner. There is a supply drop along the way, and then whatever else we run into. And that is, where is this? That is almost a mile away. So that'll give us something to do. Exactly. And I have to remember to take cover.
If there's anyone out there willing to take on pest control duties, we could really do with a hand in the garden.
Hmm.
Group augmentation inactive.
I don't show the shade tech there. Interesting. Yeah,
True
that'll
South
do it.
using the broadcasting capabilities of the Viewpoint Museum to coordinate and motivate their troops. We have word they're going offline for maintenance, meaning we won't be able to call for reinforcements. Now's our chance.
Group augmentation active. Group augmentation
Yeah, I
inactivated.
can jump to you. Sweet.
That's how they've been calling the shots around here for so long. This intel should help you get the area back in shape.
Yeah, I got a honey badger
Group
and
augmentation activated.
what is this? Military Mark 17. Should probably use a shotgun. Yeah, was it yesterday? I played around with it a little bit. I didn't go anywhere, but I was like optimizing all my gear and putting every mod on that I had, and which I really don't have a whole lot. I'm looking at this thing going, I really feel like I had a lot more stuff with all my other characters by the time I got to this point, and I have I like jack all.
People around here
Yeah.
have been through a lot. Having you watch their backs will make a big
Well,
difference.
Yeah, like this character, I know obviously I haven't picked it up, but I was like, I'm pretty sure when I got to this to like level 9 with all my other characters, I had way more stuff than this and way better stuff.
Group augmentation inactive. Group augmentation active.
Yeah, I just did it. Yeah, there was a couple things I had in my inventory where I was like, why did I not put this on? I must have just jumped off after I finished playing last time. Yeah. Yeah, I went through and color coded all my gear too, just for the heck of it. So like all my stuff is red trimmed, and every piece I have on, well, except the chest piece. I thought I had a different chest piece on. Everything I have on has a knife or a blade of some kind on it. I turned to my wife. I was like, so I just put on a vest that has a knife, like right here, right at my sternum. I got, the knife handle. And then I put on a backpack and it has a machete strapped to it. And then I put on a holster and it's got a big fat knife attached to the front of it. And she's like, okay, Rambo. I'm like, yeah, what's your point?
Group augmentation inactivated. Group augmentation activated.
So I have the main mission marked. So you have the other one marked. We'll follow you and then go from there. Confidence is high. Confidence is high. Oh, confidence gone. Happy feeling gone. Happy feelings gone. Oh, nice. Where'd you go? There's too many points on my map. Jump the fence. Now it's the stairs. Is it downstairs or are you trying to go through past that? For the Shade Tech? That's inside the mission, I think. I think. Wait, maybe not. Let me try. Okay, yeah, it says to go around. Woo, hey, that's not the way. This is not the way. This is not the way. Usually. Stuff. Stuff and things. All the things. Oh yeah, I remember this one. It turned red. Yes, but then you moved. Okay, so that was... Was that Shade Tech? That wasn't Shade Tech. Oh no, there it is. No, I saw green shinies and I got distracted. Exactly. There's some bad guys over here. Bugger all. Are we going Shade Tech or Mission then? Oh dear. Yeah, he is. Oh, nice! Way to melt. Okay, that was a lot of stuff, so I need to check my inventory and see if I got something better. I don't want to die. Ah, fine. Just a little bit? If I die in the middle of the street checking my inventory, I expect a full out on the floor guffaw. That was nice. More green stuff. Green stuff is good. No shotguns. Somebody drop a green one over here? Oh, yours did. I see. You're special. You guys... One of the first times I walked up to the crafting chick, she was like, "Hey, is there anything I can do for you?" I was like, "Oh my." No, I'm good, thanks. I can craft you anything. Like, wow, no thanks, I'm married. I'm good. That's right.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, incoming. Lots of stuff. Look at all that green stuff dropping. Oh, shoot. Rushers. What was your first clue? Was it the first time or the second time? Oh, he sees her. He sees her. He sees her. Oh no, he doesn't see her. Never mind.
Portable device detected.
Covert.
Motherfucker, are you
Oh,
high?
what? No, what?
Don't you lie to me.
I forgot about this one.
Even if I was high,
This is one that in all my other characters I got like super early on. Where did it go? There it is.
all in this together.
And then I've been playing so long since then. When I do these kind of things, I just completely forget about them.
You can't stay here. You can't kick me out. Oh, I can. Believe me. I don't want to.
I've just been drinking coffee.
I want to help you. But you have
See, you're on like a
something to do.
low key. Well, not maybe not low key, but on a nice mellow buzz that's got you kind of chill. And I'm like wired on coffee. Exactly. Yeah, it's funny watching your stream sometimes because it's funny watching your stream, cause, especially when you're playing like Division, and most of the time you're just like, fuck, 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 and then it's like, oh, my hardcore character just died. That's a bummer. It's like, I think we need to work on your like context and proportionality. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I tend to do the same thing. If I'm in the churn and I'm just like getting eaten up, I'm screaming, I'm cussing, I'm getting ready to throw the controller at the TV, and then I die, and it's like, ah, that sucks. It's like, wait. It's like when there's something I can do about it, I'm gonna scream and yell and try to do something about it. When there's nothing I can do about it, it's like, oh wow. What do they call that? Acceptance? It's the 7 stages of denial or of grief. Phone.
Good to hear your voice, Henry.
Somebody gonna get that?
Not bad. Pretty good, actually. Borderline rosy.
Yeah, same here. Ever since that new agent showed up, feels like we've had a little more breathing room.
It has made a difference. In fact, that's kind
Side
of what it's about.
mission.
Indirectly. Wanted to give you a heads up that we're sending a little care package your way.
A care package.
Side mission, side mission, side mission, side. I want to do my side mission. I want to do my side.
We'll have to figure out a way to return the favor.
Speaking of too much coffee,
It's a gift.
pause right here.
Okay. Copy that. Thank you, neighbor.
Another cup of make me have to pee. Exactly. All right, one sec. I was playing with my son the other day, and I get up to go to the bathroom, and I left my mic on, and I hear in my headset, I think my dad's going pee. Oops. All right, fresh cup of Joe. Let's do it. Black, man. I like my coffee.
Hostile control
Was
point
it was?
nearby.
I like my coffee black as the mines of Moria and strong as a Balrog. I am sweet enough. Yeah. No th- I mean, I know it's kind of confusing, but there is a difference between a door and a set of stairs. I mean, I don't know what they look like in Australia, but they. No, I jumped over the wall. I mean, isn't that how everybody gets into America? They jump over the wall. I don't have it. If I throw what I have now, I will not be able to heal myself. Coming up on the right. Why is my freaking drone hanging out over my head? That's a woman, man. It's not a man, man. It's a woman. Oh, hello, guys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm getting hit. Get out there and shoot somebody, Bill. God bless it. Seriously, he's hanging out over my freaking head. What are you doing? Yeah, my drone has got a mind of its own sometimes. Go get them. I can't see. Maybe he's there and I just can't see him because he's glitched out somehow. I love the sound of some of these guns. Oh yeah. Which one? Isolation or fire team? I haven't gotten fire team yet. That's it. Why is that? Why no mic? Or do you just not have one? Huh. Oh, coming up the side. Where did you come from? Not cool, bro. Where are they? There. Grenade coming. You can run, but you can't hide. Oh, he's not into that, huh? 6, well, 6 drinks that are 2 drinks each.
Contamination detected. System unresponsive.
Oh, I
You're gonna
hate
need to
this
restore
mission.
power to get into that lab. There has to be some kind of backup power
I
supply.
hate this
See
mission.
what you can find.
What's that? Right. Uh-huh. Oh, over there? Oh, I usually hide out by the clean room over there. Uh-huh. Ah. See, and I always play it by myself, so that's probably why. Because I have to run over here and get this door, or this button. And then I come up here and I hide out here. Right. Yeah, that's better. Right. Alright, so if you're going to go grab that button, I guess I grab this one. Alright, you ready? Okay. And then I move up, right?
Restored.
Well done. You should be able to recover the cash now.
Oh, no. Too far. That's okay, my drone's taking everybody out this. He's actually got off his butt and done something. Yeah. With some little guys. Whoops. Dude, I don't know what we're running. I don't know if it's I don't know if I have more damage on my armor or something, but I'm actually doing damage. And I don't think I optimized this thing for the damage. Like I'm getting the like the yellow guys, or not the yellow guys, the purple guys and the red guys are just like gone.
Get on back to base.
And even the big guy, you were doing more damage than me still, but I was actually doing something to him. I was actually helpful. Who, me? Um, I don't know. He may, uh, like figure out, oh wait, I can actually full on die, and he'll kind of hold back. But he's probably going to be like me and be like, oh, I'm going to run out there and get him. Oh crap, that's right, I can die. Yeah, exactly.
The division are pushing you into submission. They're trying to consolidate power. We've already tolerated that bullshit before, and the hyenas aren't letting it happen again.
We're doing this broadcast? Are we doing this broadcast? Cool.
We're all animals preying on each other.
Which way? This way.
Must survive. Weakness has no place in this city. So muscle up and join the clan.
Yeah, I see. Juicing up. Good grief.
Access key detected.
Man, like, no target.
Progress halted. Manual
There we
override
go.
required.
Alright, I got the key. I got the controller.
Progress resumed.
I've got the power. Yeah. Coming from the east. Get in there. Get in there, Bill. Come on. Do something. Don't just do something. Stand there. I mean, don't just stand there. Do something.
Override required.
Oh. Pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Not okay. There we go. Exactly. Oh, hi. Thank you for using tracers, by the way. Very nice to see where my enemy is. Got it? Did you push the button? Okay.
Hostile control point.
I didn't see the thing come up saying that it was done. What are we doing? So there's a double-edged sword when you are aiming down the sights. All of the loot plumes disappear, so you can see through them to shoot. But if you're running around aiming down the sights because you're worried about enemies coming out, then you don't see any of the loot. Yeah. Oh yeah. As long as it stays up there, we're good. Do we want to take a minute to go gaga? Go gaga. Huh? Earthly Gate. What are you talking about? No idea. Ooh, Providence Defense. There we go. It's always interesting when a green is better than a blue. Yeah, it's a thing. we all we all do it sometimes. Are we getting shot at? Uh-oh. Oh, that's why, because you ran off. I said let's go gaga, and I never said let's stop. Yeah. What's that? There's a whole control point ahead of us. Well, it's to the north. So yeah, I guess to our left of the direction we're heading. In the rain and the dark. Oh, there's guys on our right. Wow, we are like walking into a freaking blunder here. I realize we got it, but there's people coming around behind us, the side of us. Well, you know, permadeath is just kind of it sucks. Are they actually changing this? Ah, there's another one down there. Another couple. Good grief. Right? Breeding like rabbits. There's one more. Man, I dumb. I'm just like walking down the middle of the street. Hey, where's the other guy? I have a drone, and he is doing stuff. Alright. I should probably at least put that one away. Go back to that one because I have it modded out already. Who are you? I'm gonna hop into DZ zone, as in D sleep.
Will be controlled from the production studio on the top floor. You'll need to find it and secure it.
There's guys on the left. There's guys straight ahead, or on the right. My other left. All right, hang on. Don't go running in yet. Don't go running in. Shoot, what is this? Well, yeah. All right, I'll just keep this. Okay. Give me about 10 seconds. Just getting cozy. .22 is high. I don't think DZ like brings people up to level. Oh, gotcha. There's a sniper up there. Yeah, I'm going up top. There you are. Can I get you? No. I can see your light, but there you go. There it is. Well, I'm getting him. You can poke his head up again. And I can, there it is. Alright. Now somebody else popped up. Oh, we got more coming in. Whoops. Yes, but what is it? A 1.5 gainer. Alright. Yep. Up, left. I'm not close enough to send my drone after that sniper. Oh, there we go. So I figured out why I'm doing so much damage. Because I have 3 pieces of Providence on already. And I have a Fenris somewhere in the bag. I haven't put it on yet, though. Yeah. And I got a couple points of regen, armor regen, but that's about it. Right?
Hostile radio intercepted.
This is Wade. So, the division thinks they can just come in here. They don't know who they're fucking with. Go dark. Wait for the signal, then corner, and kill.
Exactly. Corner and kill, huh? Yeah. We call those doors. I know. Yeah. Doors, stairs. I mean, it's really confusing. Come back here, you. Quit hiding. Quit walking behind stuff. Good grief. Like you don't want to get shot or something. Dude, that sounds so sketchy. Like if I know you and you're making a mistake or whatever, I have to know you to know like but somebody that I don't know going, "Oh, wait, no, my bad. It's yeah, you didn't want to play with me before, but here." Yeah, dude, I got to tell you like being able to play with you and getting on here and having so much fun is so nice because I've got people that I've friended before because they were, it was a cool run or whatever, and then I never see them again. It's like I've gone through my friends list and I'm like, oh wait, that's good, that's right, that guy was kind of cool, but I haven't seen him ever again.
Electronic device detected.
Spread out. Take it slow. The intro.
Damn it. You attention whore. Matt, you're still melting those purples faster than me. Hey now. Yeah, once we get through this mission, that's going to have to be it for me this morning. Exactly. Are you swapping gear? No, no, no. Oh, gotcha. Right. Watch out for the guys that stay up top. Those guys right there. Poke your head out. Down. Tony got you. Yeah, Bill's a pretty good shot. I think I'll keep it. It's pretty, yeah. I mean, you're taking purples and they're just half a magazine, they're gone. Don't say that. I shot you in the face. multiple times. Hey, this guy's going off like popcorn.
Hold still. There you go. Better already. What's his prognosis? Colonel Ridgway, not good, sir. He took a bullet. We tried penicillin, but his wound has festered. I thought morphine might ease his pain. How's our supply cache? Truthfully, sir, we're running low. And not just in supplies, but manpower, too. We've got civilians piling up outside the doors. Under these conditions, it's difficult to separate the infected from the healthy. The doctor's expecting a new shipment this afternoon, but
ITE? Oh my god.
pack all this up and move it out to the barracks. But sir, we can't just
I don't know how, well, the way I've always spelled it, because
right away
I always spelled it A-I,
about the patient.
A-I-G-H-T. I. Cause it, right. Exactly. I. Are you killing people with headshot, pistol shots? Well, we are in, I mean, we're in story mode, which may be helping us, but either that or we're just that damn good. Right. There we go. Level 10. Not bad. It helps when you use the big rifle. Oh, hey. Sniper. Sniper. If you can get to me, I got my healer hive. I can help you out. There's this sniper in the corner. Yeah, I see him. I got a little bit of a beat on him when he pops up, but not much. Got him. We really got to work on your aggression. Oh, hey. Taking shots at my friend, will you? Have you heard of a comedian named Emo Phillips? Oh yeah, that's a good one. He would probably be on Dry Bar, but my favorite one from that one was Brad Upton. He's actually from Washington State. But no, Emo Phillips. He a lot of his jokes are kind of like one-liners or like one or two-liners. He opens the entire thing with, um, "This guy came up to me the other day and he said, 'Take advantage of my sister, will you?' And I said, 'Sure. Where is she?'" He's a very odd person. He's very dry. He kind of talks like he did. Well, no. You're talking about Mitch Hedberg,
That must have been Wade. Would have been
who's
nice
a
if
he was a
everybody's
total
talking
stoner. This
collaboration.
guy,
Get to the TV studio
uh,
and get these guys off the air for good.
I'd have to do a full bit to really give you an impression of him, but look him up. It's hilarious. Emo, EMO. Like one of his lines is, "People keep coming up to me and asking me, 'Do people ever come up to you?'" Where are you? Where are you? Good. Where are they? Oh, they're up there. I hate it when their head is just behind the edge of the railing, to where I can't get to them. This guy is around the corner.
Look for the transmission control module. It
Does he?
handles all communications going in and out of viewpoint. If you reset it, you'll lock out the True Sons and we can take over the channels. Okay, stay by the module and make sure it completes the reset sequence.
Coming up on your left. You got him. Up the middle. Up. If I'm micromanaging you, just tell me to shut up. There you go. There he is. You're right. That's right. We have got a letter. We have got a letter.
All site facilities are reset to default or under direct SHD control.
That's good to hear. Our comms are coming online and the True Sons are in the dark.
Fluctuations.
This is where we got to take out those freaking EMPs, right?
Facilities offline.
Oh god, this is gonna suck.
I'm seeing multiple hostiles on the roof. They're setting up EMP
Especially
jammers
with these
around the radio
characters.
mast.
Normally,
Wade, sort of
I would just
sabotaged the
blast
mast.
in and try and get to
Gotta
the
tell him to
EMPs really
broadcast
fast.
the point. Agent, get to the roof. You gotta stop him from
I
taking
don't know
out
how we're
the
gonna do it
mast.
this time. Yeah, we good?
Electromagnetic charge detected.
Wade is using EMP jammers to overload the radio mast. Take them out before the mast is destroyed.
System disrupted.
So I'm gonna head around to the left side.
Activated. System malfunctioning. Structural integrity at 75%.
Agent, you've got to stop
All right.
Wade. We need that radio mast.
Pushing
You
up
won't
or
be able to
stay
use your
here?
shade tech as long as that EMP jammer is active. Take it out.
System restored. System curtailed.
Remember to reload.
System disrupted. Electromagnetic
Oh
charge
hi, there's
depleted.
a dude right on my ass.
System reactivated.
How are they freaking glass? Yellow, yellow. I didn't mean to switch buttons, but hey.
Alright, the facility is ours. True Sun's just lost
Dang.
a powerful tool for coordinating
Surprisingly
their
well.
troops and spouting their horse shit. Once we get the radio mast repaired and operational, we can extend the reach of our own broadcasts. Agent,
I'm good. I'm good with happy surprises.
come back to the base and we'll set you up.
I'm good.
Here's some footage of General
Speaking of
Ridgway
coffee, well,
taking
my wife just asked if she should make another pot of coffee for me or if I'm good. No, I'm good. I drank 3/4 of the last one. More than. Sorry. Yeah, you are. All right. Jump to White House. Classified assignments are unique missions that are hidden, and yes, I know, and I have to pay for them. Piss off. I don't. The classified assignment next to the White House. You have to pay for season 1. I waited for Warlords of New York to go down from like $30 or whatever it was to drop down to like 10. Not like I was watching it every single day. I'd pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. No, $30, $30. Crap. And one day I pulled it up. I'm like, hey babe, it's $10. She's like, buy it. And I was like, do I have to buy it once for each Xbox? I'm like, I don't know. Well, I'll buy it for the one. Turns out, didn't need to buy it for both. So. Sharing what? Yeah, so I bought a second copy of the Division 2 because you have to have two copies. Or if you bought it online, if you bought the online only version or whatever.
Copy. Yeah.
But the digital, thank you. But I had a hard copy.
Because I house.
Yeah.
If you set yourself up with your Xbox and the other Xbox, you only need to buy one digital copy.
Right.
You do that? Or you don't do that?
Well, we do that with everything else. So when I bought Warlords of New York, I bought it as a digital copy. I bought it on the online store. So that ported to both.
Hey there.
But when I bought the Division 2, the game itself, I bought it as a hard copy. And then I did the same thing with the Division 1. And my son's like, let's play the Division 1 together. And I'm like, we don't have another copy. The thing is sometimes it's cheaper to buy it as a hard copy. But if you're buying both, then it's like, well, which one do I buy? You know, what?
I always now buy the digital copy. It usually costs me like, it can be cheaper. Sometimes it'll be $5 or $6 more.
Right.
But it's cheaper than buying two.
Yeah, sometimes it's cheaper than buying two, but sometimes it's more than buying two. Like it just depends on like what sales are going on and where you, because like I go on Amazon and I find like a used copy of something or whatever, and I can get it for like $5 or $10. That and GameFly. GameFly. I don't know. You may not have that in the Outback. No, GameFly is like Netflix. You guys have Netflix?
Oh no, we don't. Yes, we got Netflix. We don't have games.
Okay, so it's like GameFly is like Netflix back when Netflix sent out DVDs, which I think you can still get.
Oh.
So you can rent you get like $14 a month or whatever it is, and they'll send you a game and you can play it however long you want, and then you send it back and you get another one. Yeah. Well, I have two double barrel shotguns that I can share. You want one?
In hardcore, I find shotguns too dangerous.
Lightweight M4. I think that might be better than what I got. Whoops. No. Oh, crap. Dang it. All right. I'm going to have to call it. There you go. And I'll message you later about tomorrow for the hardcore run with the boys.
100%. And what if you are on during your night? See if I'm up, because I will wake up at some time tomorrow and I will jump back up.
Sounds good.
It will be in at least 6 to 8 hours unless something gets me from work to wake me up.
Exactly.
Too easy, champion. It's been a pleasure as always.
All right. You too.
Catch you later, dude.
Yeah. Good night. Get some sleep.
No, mate.